Caleb, just 6 practices in, how you feeling and how's everyone looking out there to you?
I think everyone's looking great. It's good to see how the offense was playing today and how they've been progressing in defense. We've been getting a lot of stuff together, and it's good seeing the freshmen doing what they're doing out there. And we're just trying to get back to where we were at before the season ended.
As a defense, my bad. As a defense, compared to where you guys were last year, how far do you think you guys are along now?
I think we're started off this fall camp a lot ahead, like more ahead of where we were last year. Just with guys coming back, some leaders coming back, people stepping up as leaders, and just kind of showing the freshmen and the newcomers how to do certain things.
From a leadership standpoint, you're probably the guy with maybe the most experience in the D line room. Are you been one of those guys that have to step and be a leader this year?
Yeah, I've really been taking steps to become more of a leader, especially over the summer, just being more vocal as a person, and just trying to get everything I need to get through to my guys on the D line, just to be better as a whole.
You guys lost 4 guys at defensive end last year, but Coach Dykes was saying that the athleticism is there. You guys look a lot different, and feels like you guys could even be deeper at that position. What do you kind of look at that? How do you look at that, and do you kind of agree with him right there?
I mean, I think we're definitely deeper, just especially with the guys that have, like the freshmen that have come in, because like Zach, Kavion, Avion, Marcus, they're all super athletic. It's really just the mental part for them for right now. But I feel like once we get there, our depth is gonna be like crazy, like 3, 4 deep.
Obviously, you played a lot last year, played in some big time games. Just how much did you learn from last year and that run you guys went on?
I learned a lot more from like a preparation standpoint, because last year was probably the most film I've ever watched just before games and trying to get like keys on what can help me and what can help the D line as a whole.
Going back to when you were at SFA, did you play in a 4-man front or 3-man front?
4-man front.
So when you get to TCU, what was kind of your first reaction when they said, "Hey, it's a 3-man front, and by the way, you're going to be playing defensive end"?
I mean, playing in, especially rushing from a 5, my first rush, I was like, damn, there's a lot of space out here. Like, there's no double teams really. It felt like there was more I could do, but it was a lot different. It was eye opening, really.
And how is it being able to get coached by Coach McFarland? Obviously, you guys have a good relationship, even going back all the way to SFA. How fun is it for you to be coached by him?
I mean, it's super fun. I see him as like family at this point because I've known him since I was like 15 and I'm 21 now. So I was there before his first son was born. I was there when his daughter was born. So like I call his son my little nephew. So it's really fun. I feel like it's really connected with him.
How's it been going against the offensive line so far? I know they got a lot of new moving pieces, but how have they just been going against them?
It's been really good. I know that they moved B. Cole to guard a little bit, and having him and Andrew at that left side, I feel like is going to be one of the best left sides of the line in the country, honestly, because they're just both super athletic and super technical with what they do.
You're still able to flex down inside if they ask you to, correct? Can you still go inside?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done it a lot. I did it a couple times this last season, but I mean, I'm willing to do whatever, honestly, just to do what's best for the team.
Is there a particular tackle on the team that when you line up against them, it's iron sharpens iron, and you know you're going to get better going against them every day?
There's 2, Andrew and B. Cole. Like, I feel like those are 2 NFL caliber guys, so every time I get to go against either of them, I feel like I can make them better and they can make me a whole lot better. And I'll even, after the rep, I'll go talk to them about what they saw and what I saw in that rep.
Coach Gillespie says all the time he wants you guys to master what you do. So in terms of, I guess, mastering the defense, just how far along do you think you guys are right now?
I mean, we're still doing installs, so I'd probably say like 30% in, but right now we're trying to master what we've installed. So we're trying to make sure everyone has each blitz, each pressure, each coverage down packed before we start adding in more.
We asked Mike just a second ago if the tempo's faster this year on offense than it was last year, and he said yes, it is.
Yeah.
Did you see that in the spring, and have you seen it early in fall camp?
Oh, most definitely. Like every time we do team, it feels like a tempo period. Like I love how fast they move, because I know, because me as a defensive player, I'm getting gassed, and when it's moving so fast, you can't change out. So like when we go into a game, once they start like getting in rhythm with that tempo, yeah, I feel like it's just gonna be just marching down the field at that point.